It's Halloween. We're writing in. It's super late. Let us know if you're here in the discussion section. Give us a little shout. And yeah, we're pretty much just hanging out till midnight. And then as soon as it hits midnight Eastern time, we're going to be writing words. And it's going to be really fun. So as you'll see, we've all got new names. Should we introduce ourselves? I know we've got a handful of new subscribers. Hello if you're new. Also, hello, I guess, if you aren't new. We're so happy you're all here. And yeah, so maybe we'll just go down the line and introduce our actual names and what we're planning on working on for NaNo. So let's start with Megan.
I'm Kelly. That's Megan. I'm bringing her for Halloween just because we own the same shirt and I'm a pretty low-effort Halloween costume person. I'm going to be writing something kind of haunted housey, I think is where I'm leaning. This is a story idea I dug up from 2014. I was looking through the old writer group notes and Aaron, Kat, Anna, and Taylor Swift were all giving me notes of this story a really long time ago. So I'm excited to jump into it.
Excellent. And Taylor Swift.
So I'm Kyra. I'm going to be working on a YA rom-com that's rivals to romance, takes place at a theme park. It's got a lot of vibes and not a lot of plot right now. Happy NaNo.
Nice. Kat.
Hello, I'm Kat. No, I'm E. Latimer. I wrote a book called Witches of Ash and Ruin. And I am writing currently a very creepy, kind of like a Silent Hill meets Hogwarts at night kind of book this month.
Nice. Tina Corn.
Hi, I'm Kaylin. I was plagued by this rom-com idea this month, and I was going to start that up until about 2 hours ago, where I'm going to be a NaNoWrimo, and I'm going to hopefully finish up the first draft of what I've been working on this year so far. Well, technically the last 3 months, but I think
I was really looking forward to not being the only person writing a fluffy thing.
I can't promise that it's not going to change. But
you do you. I want what's best for you.
But I was sitting here and I'm okay, we need to prep. All right, which one am I doing? And then all of a sudden, all of my characters from my horror started talking to me again, and I'm okay, fine, we'll go with this one. So maybe I was procrastinating a little bit this past month, but we'll see how far I get.
Nice. I am Anna, and I am also Megan, the real Megan. And yeah, I haven't fully decided what I'm working on. Things are a little up in the air. I was going to be working on a fantasy idea that I still might do. We'll see how I feel when midnight hits. But I also have this ghosty book that I was revising. And I was planning to be done with revisions by the time NaNo happened. But then one of my family members died, which sucked and has kind of reframed how I look at a lot of this ghost book. And so I might just rewrite it. Who knows? So
gonna find out in 8 minutes.
We'll find out in 8 minutes. Rewriting it sounds really soothing. So I might be doing it rebelliously. Let us know in the discussion section what you are working on. It looks like
I'm so excited to see so many of you here. This is amazing.
Yes. Missy said I might be eating while we write. Yes.
Do it.
I got myself a bunch of going to write reward candy. Oh no, I've eaten mine.
I have definitely raided my kids' candy stash from today. So we didn't actually do trick-or-treating because afraid of the Rona, but we did a pinata kind of thing, kind of made a huge deal out of it. So they had fun. But that just means I get a lot of chocolates. So we're good. I got my stash ready.
Yeah. It's been fun seeing the not quite Halloween activities everyone's planned this year. we ended up doing an Easter egg hunt in my yard for my nephew. So
that was literally our goal, was to have an Easter egg hunt with candy. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw some really cute ones where they turn the eggs into little ghosts, but Emmett's 2 and he would not have cared.
We've got Brianna said they're working on an urban fantasy romance series set in an alternate Los Angeles. Also said, I love you guys' costumes and I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me. Thanks for being here. We've also got N. Griswold here. I'm working on a new sci-fi story for NaNo, but I'm in Central Time, so I have another hour to wait. Curses.
I'm in Mountain Time, and I'm just gonna NaNo as if I'm in. I figure as long as I'm done on Eastern Time on the last day of NaNo, it's all fine, right?
I used to do Pacific Time. Speaking of nanoing rebelliously, I live on the East Coast, but I would do Pacific Time, and I wouldn't start until midnight Pacific Time, and then I would have until midnight then, because that's where the NaNo offices are. So. We've got Julia said, I have no idea who any of you are, but I was looking for an opening night live, and you seem interesting. Thanks. I'm glad someone thinks we're interesting.
We're also going to have so many write-ins this month.
So many.
So if you enjoyed this kind of content, this is the place to be. We have another one later today, so
yeah,
that'll go great.
7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sunday evening. We will be back writing some more. Missy said, I'm on the east side of Australia, so it's almost 3 p.m. here.
It sounds like a perfectly reasonable time to be writing.
Yes. I was just furiously cleaning the house, and my family members were like, why? Aren't you tired? I was like, yes, but I cannot get tired enough to fall asleep. I have to go live. Headphone Books said, I'm working on a Friends to Lovers YA contemporary story. Yes.
Allies for Taylor Swift.
Yes, that's one of the things I love about the Ghost book is that it's got Friends to Lovers, which I've never written before, aside from this book, obviously. And I'm really enjoying it. Y said, I'm working on a detective story.
I've always dreamed of writing a detective story. So I'm like, I love like Sherlock Holmes and stuff like that. But I don't think I can piece together clues that are well enough, you know, like to where like it's not obvious.
Yeah,
what the answer is.
Yeah, you have to like come up with a masterful crime and then also be smarter and solve it.
Yeah, that's always the problem. I'm like, I'm not smart enough to pull off a crime, so why would I get a character that is? No.
Let's see. Missy said, I'm working on a post-apocalyptic Australia, post-COVID, post-loads of bushfires. It's very existential, just like Kaylin's recommendation. If you didn't see that on the NaNo channel, Kaylin recommended writing stressful things.
Yeah.
Gotta bring that tragedy into it.
Options.
You have options. I don't even want to tell you how many times I filmed that clip.
I just love how the skull comes in the door first, and then
I did have it for a second where it's like the door would mysteriously close and like the skull pops up in frame, but then I couldn't see like the whole view of my camera, and apparently my camera's angle is wider than what they actually show you on the view screen. So when I'm editing it, you see me the whole time. Like I'm not out of frame at all. So I'm like, that's not gonna work.
No, we needed that for the blooper reel.
Yeah.
Mine was all one take of me trying to be like kind of quiet because I was at my parents' house and I didn't want them to like come in and be like, what are you doing?
And have you serenade them?
For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, we did a video on the NaNo channel this week and it was amazing. I could say because I was not
phenomenal.
But they were all amazing.
Yes, and Megan edited the video and it was freaking amazing. So good.
The fact that Kyra, you sang, I was like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen. That's it. This is
I just put a link to it in the discussion section if you haven't seen it yet.
Probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done on the internet.
I don't like to think about what the most embarrassing thing I've ever done on the internet is because I will spiral so fast.
We have so many videos. It doesn't
been on the internet so long.
All right, about a minute and a half to go.
Two minutes.
Okay.
I gotta get my document open. What am I doing?
Oh yeah, I should open my laptop, I guess.
If you've never joined us for a write-in before, the way this works is we set an amount of time, we write for that amount of time, and then we check in and share our word counts and cheer each other on. We have prompts. You don't have to use them, but they're there if you're kind of not sure where to start. The prompts are going to be really basic this time, just like getting a story started. So your first prompt is going to be, who is your main character? Introduce them and start to introduce what their wants and fears are. We will put that in the discussion section as well. Should we have this one be 15 minutes?
Sounds good.
Do a 15-minute sprint. Julia said, "Oh Lord, my YouTube comments from when I was a kid, cringe."
I am happy I would never had that option as a child.
Yeah. AIM is gone. No one will ever find me again. I was thinking recently about being a middle schooler and like chatting to robots on AIM and how that was like fun.
Oh my gosh. We had, what the heck was the original chat thing? No, MSN or something. I was going to say that can't be it. That was it.
All right, looks like 10 seconds.
Okay. Okay.
Panic.
Excited.
It's go time.
Ooh.
Yay. Right words. Come back in 15 minutes. That's a very loud car.
It's a helicopter, sorry.
Oh. Second time. How did that go for everyone?
Good.
Good. Some of the first significant writing I've done in 2020, so that feels nice.
A good sign.
I got 461 words. We are rewriting Ghost Book.
No.
I got 444.
444. That number has been popping up all over the place. My mom's been seeing it everywhere. It's creepy. I love it. I got 357. But I spent most of the time trying to figure out if Scrivener had a dark mode because this is blindingly white at midnight. But I couldn't find it. The Windows version is lacking some features, but I still managed to turn out 357, so that's not too bad.
Oh,
I got 300 and I ate a piece of cheese pizza.
I would like
pizza.
Very good. I recommend it.
Nice.
I am at 502.
Nice.
Let's see. We've got Julie got 225. Missy said I ate lunch for most of that sprint. TBH. That D&D person got 509. Jen 422. Aquarius Owl. Where did you go? The chat shifted. Aquarius Owl got 230. Brianna got 453. Y 352. Petra 321. Missy technically got 63 words. Not bad for also eating lunch. Penumbra Mine got 259. Story World of M got 389. Sabina got 334. Jackie 558. Missy says if you have the Mac version of Scrivener, it has a dark mode.
Just
I
one
think
more
about the Mac version of
Apple,
Scrivener all the time, and then I just check Twitter to see if they've given any updates on PC Scrivener.
Before the sprint, someone asked if we did MySpace back in the day, and I can say that I did.
God. Oh, yeah.
I think I liked MySpace better than Facebook. I kind of wish MySpace was the one that stuck around.
Yes. Somewhere.
It was definitely more personal.
Yeah.
Like you can modify it way more.
There were also just 50 pictures of me just with my hair in front of my eyes. I'm 16 years old. Let me rank my friends.
Oh, I forgot all about the friend rankings.
That seems like it could cause some trouble.
It did. Not for me.
It did. Yeah, it's I had a very small core group of friends, but if I ever accidentally moved it, it was noticed. Maybe no one ever.
It was never accidental.
That's joke. Yeah.
We had Missy said that in the settings you should be able to change the appearance in options in Windows. Andrew got 88 words. Just Katie got 199 words. And then Jeffrey asked, what's the first sentence of your stories? Does anyone want to share their first sentence? And also share yours in the discussion section too, because I would love to see them all. For anyone who's wanting to share.
I'm going to have to try to... I don't know if mine's any good.
Mine's pretty simple. It's kind of cliche. It's just the only thing we are promised in life is death. That's the first sentence so far.
Ooh, I like it.
Nice. Mine is, it was 2:00 in the morning at 206 Orange Picker Road, and Kate was not the only living person awake.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is literally just the steps were made of heavy stone. So it's not exciting.
But it's heavy stone.
It's heavy.
It's true.
Heavier than regular stone.
It's a heavy book, so
it's a metaphor.
Exactly. Everything is a metaphor. Weren't you paying attention to my literary author? That got much more raunchy in the like outtakes, but I didn't include it. So
if it was on our channel.
yeah, I saved the clip and I was like, I should do something with this. We'll see.
You always save the things you cut in writing and in vlogging.
Right.
My first line is swirling cotton candy never got old.
Man, you can tell what genre of book you're writing. Versus living people and heavy stones and
one of these things
death.
is not. I do sometimes write dark stuff, but not this year. This year I'm writing all the escapist fluff. So
yes,
I considered that option as well. I lost mine. Oh, how would I become the type of girl who could grow up in a house like this?
Ooh.
I have a question.
I like that.
Oh, I'm reading through everyone's first sentences, and they're so good. Everyone should check them out in the discussion section.
Yeah,
I love Andrews.
I want to read all these books.
So we'll jump into the next one at the 25. Yeah.
Perfect. I'm not going to last much longer. So
No. This is off. It's going to be like the biggest nano head start I've had in years.
I'm determined to finish this year.
I used to start at midnight all the time, and it's been a while.
Here's a fun question for everyone / the audience. How many times have you done nano? Is this your first? Is it your 25th?
Oh my god.
It's 15 for me.
I want to like actively doing it. I want to say 6. Fun fact, this is not the first time I've written this book during nano either. So
Really?
a version of this book was a nano project about like 5-6 years ago, I think. It's very different now, but it was like, this is technically my second time writing this set of characters anyway for nano.
I think this is like my 8th year, and except for the very first year, I fail every single time. So it's a record.
Yeah. It's hit and miss for me.
This is my. Oh, go ahead.
This is my 8th year. And I think I've won all of the years.
Dang.
Rude, honestly.
I don't know. I know I did it for a couple years. Nano said, like on my Nano profile, it says I've done it 8 and that I've won it 8 years. I feel like I did it a few times before that I didn't win, so maybe that I just wasn't on the site.
I think I've only like legitimately won once, like a true legitimate win. A couple times I got close, and then a couple other times it was like, oh, I already had all of this stuff written before nano. Let's just shove it in there.
This is my 9th year doing nano. I started it in 2012. So yeah, I usually I'm pretty like 50% of the time. 1 year I'll win, and then the next year I won't. Weirdly enough, I won more when I was in school, which makes no sense because I had way less time. But we've got people sharing what their time is in the discussion section.
Love that we've got some first timers, also some never having winners. But this year we're gonna do it together.
Yes.
Yes. Welcome
so
to
we're
the
gonna
Never
do
Winning Club.
we're gonna do our next sprint in like 35 seconds or so. I'm guessing because I don't actually have a stopwatch in front of me. But the prompt is going to be antagonist. Introduce the opposing force in your novel. Ooh. I just realized I forgot to put the prompt in last time, but so this time I'll put the prompt in the discussion section. And yeah, let's do another 15-minute sprint.
Yeah.
And then is this our last sprint, or are we going to do like a cool down sprint afterwards and then call it?
Up to you guys. You're in the late zone.
How are you feeling, Kelly?
I'm not sure. So follow your gut and we'll see how it goes.
Perfect. Let's plan for like a 5-minute cooldown that we'll move into quicker after this sprint.
Cool.
And it's go time, right like the wind. That's time. How did that go for everyone?
Surprisingly good.
I got like 290 and a lot distracted.
I only got 100 and change that
Not
time,
only. That's what I've been learning from watching Tamara's channel. They always scold you when you say only a number of words. So 100 words.
I got 294.
I actually got
644.
I was gonna say I actually got 500 this time. So
nice. Amani asked how long will we be doing writing sprints tonight. We are just doing a 5-minute cool down in about 4 minutes. Maybe if anyone else is running a sprint after this that you know of, feel free to drop their names in the discussion section and people can go check those channels out. But yes, we will be back.
We'll be back later tonight with more.
Yeah, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time on today, November 1st. Let's see. Jackie got 544, Julia 261, Jen 317, Rosie 323, Deborah 46, Missy 313, Brianna 414, Amani 400, and Andrew 252. Good job, everyone.
yay.
I love that we did this.
Yes.
Getting a nice good start.
I agree. How many do I have total now? Maybe in the cooldown I'll be able to hit 1,000.
Oh, nice.
Before bed. That'd be nice. I'm at 755 right now. So Savina said my keyboard is on fire. I hope that's a metaphor.
I was gonna say
we were all like
literal. Please don't be literal.
If it was literal, it would be really perilous to type that message to us.
And don't do Nano if your keyboard is on fire, please.
Savina also said, new personal record at 368 words. Story World of M got 204.
Speaking of Story World of M, part of the reason I got distracted is sharing their post on Instagram on our story. Where they woke up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday to catch this right in.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's amazing.
It made me happy.
Deborah said, thought Nano HQ was doing a write-in. I believe the next Nano HQ write-in is at 3 p.m. Eastern today.
I did get a little confused by that because when you pull up YouTube, it looked like it was like starting tonight too, but it did say it's pre-scheduled. So all of their write-ins are pre-scheduled.
Yeah. So let's do 2 more minutes and then we'll do just a 5-minute cool down and us East Coasters can pass out, although it's going to take me like 20 minutes to get all this makeup off. This was a mistake.
Hey, you've seen my nose. I like looked at it afterwards. I'm like, oh, this says waterproof eyeliner. So I have made a mistake.
Oh no.
I am not sure I'm going to be able to get these out of my hair, so.
But your hair will look good once you do. So
I don't know.
Even them as a kid.
These are like actual curlers, but like they're like self-hold ones, so they're like they feel like Velcro. And
okay.
Yeah, I'm sure the word nerds will get like a picture of whatever the end result of taking this out is.
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm skeptical.
Yeah. Julia said Pond's cold cream takes it off super fast. I actually just bought some.
I have some too. So that's a good idea. Excellent idea.
Yeah, so for this last cool down, I'm going to say for your prompt, think about the book that you're writing. What's something that you've been super excited about? Like what makes you really happy to be writing this book? And take one of those ideas and put it into the scene that you're currently writing.
Oh, that's so nice.
And go. 5-minute cooldown. I'm not writing any of it down because I gotta hit 1,000.
You're on your own.
Check in at the 50. And that's time.
Did you reach 1,000?
I did.
Woo! Awesome.
If you like play back the tape, you'll see me as I check the word count right before calling time. And I'm like, yes.
Okay.
Okay, we lost Kelly because it's very late on the East Coast. So how did it go for the rest of you all?
185.
I got 114 that sprint. Total for the hour was 765, so I didn't quite make 1,000.
Nice.
I had a couple.
That's less than 1,000 left to the daily goal.
Exactly.
I think I only got like 100 this time, but I'm happy with tonight.
Yeah, I got 250 for that sprint. Desperation really pulls through.
It's our greatest asset.
Savina asked what was prompt number 1. Prompt number 1 was introduce your main character and start to delve into what they want and what they fear. Let us know in the discussion section how you did on that last little cooldown sprint. We're going to be wrapping things up here tonight, but we will be back live later, not in costume.
Speak for yourself.
It's going to be Taylor Swift forever from here on out.
Depends if this nose comes off or not. So.
And if these curlers come out, I might be Taylor Swift forever. I might be in a different costume. I might just keep celebrating Halloween.
Just be a different Taylor Swift.
I've been Taylor Swift the past 4 Halloween, so I have 3 other Taylor Swift costumes.
Perfect. Just only be Taylor Swift at our Nano write-ins.
Just always.
All right, we've got Brianna almost got to 1,000, got slightly sidetracked, but made it to 981 words total tonight. Way to go. Julia got 189, Rosie 73, Andrew 87, Jackie 179, Story World of M 56, Missy 155, and Jen 270. Way to go, everyone. Julia said, I'll come in my dragon onesie next time. Perfect.
Yes. I've always wanted a onesie. I've seen a few today, and I covet them.
Yes. Yeah, so like we mentioned earlier, we'll be back at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time today. Don't forget there's a time change in like 1 hour. So
I think I made an hour to my advantage and just kind of like push through the next hour.
Ooh.
Maybe. At least finish the scene.
Yes.
I like the idea of being one full day like ahead of schedule.
Yes, it's a very comforting feeling. It's only happened to me a couple times, but it's great. So yeah, like we mentioned earlier, the NaNoWrimo YouTube channel is also doing a write-in at 3 p.m. We're also just big fans of write-ins generally and supporting other AuthorTube people. So if you're ever doing a write-in, feel free to be like, hey, in the discussion section about this, hey, I'm doing a write-in at this time, and that's like totally fine. The more writing, the better, especially this month. Yeah, and we're doing so many write-ins. Like we're just pretty much exclusively doing write-ins in the month of November. No, like regularly scheduled Tuesday, Thursday videos, just all writing, all NaNoWrimo. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, please like and subscribe. If you prefer more like video content, that'll be back in December. So please like and subscribe still if you like us and want to be subscribed to our content, that is. And
on, I don't know if this is completely set in, but we do have the 4-hour write-in on the 15th.
On the 15th, we're going to be doing a 4-hour write-in. It's going to be
halfway
great.
Point.
Yes, so much good content coming this November. I'm so excited. Thank you so much to everyone who came. It was really great to virtually see all of you. And yeah, we will see you all in not that long from now. Bye.
Bye.